Welcome back. You know all about hospice services provided by Unity, but that is just the beginning of how they help families struggling with illness and death.
Yeah, Jenny Bakeman is the Grief Services Director for Unity. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, let's talk about, everybody knows about the hospice care that is provided, but you also offer grief support. And is that available for everybody in the community?
Yeah, absolutely. So our licensed counselors and social workers are there to provide individual and grief support to all those in our community. By request, we also provide that type of grief counseling and support to schools, to workplaces, really anyone who's been impacted by a death.
Okay.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about the event that is coming up and really how that helps to fund your mission.
Yeah, absolutely. So our upcoming event, Legacy of Hope, is coming up on November 7th, Thursday, November 7th. So Legacy of Hope, when we look at our service and what we provide, we know that statistics tell us that 1 in 15 children are impacted by, or will be impacted by, a death of a parent or a sibling by the age of 18. And so as we come to Children's Grief Awareness Month, we know that it's important to elevate the voice of grieving children and families, and so that's really what this event is all about.
And as we're looking at this Generations support group, it looks like it's for really people of all ages, I'm guessing, hence the name Generations.
Right, right. So Unity has a variety of grief support resources that we provide. We have written materials. We also have our materials online. We have grief counseling that for individuals, and we also have it for groups for all ages. So Generations, which you referenced, is our grief support group for families with kids ages 4 to 18. So Generations was started 10 years ago. It was the first of a kind in Northeast Wisconsin, and Generations has been so well received by our community. We have now meet twice a month, and so we start with dinner and then break up. The kids have time to be with other kids, and the adults have time for discussion and support.
Let's talk about the very special artists that have created these works. They're gorgeous.
Right. So some of the people who have participated with Generations in the past are going to be a part of our Legacy of Hope event. So part of that evening, we will have them there to share their stories of grief, their stories of loss, but really their stories of hope. And they've also created this artwork. So these artwork tell the story of their grief as well as the hope that they found as a part of Generations.
Oh, interesting. Who do you think should go to this event?
Our community.
Yeah.
So our hope is that our room will be full of anyone who cares for kids, cares for families who are grieving, really looking for teachers, healthcare professionals, mental health providers, church leaders. Again, really anyone who really cares for those who are grieving.
I want to grab this one too to make sure that since it's been created, everyone gets a shot to show their work on TV. How important is it to come together as a community to show people that you're not alone?
Right. So events like this, people showing up to show that they care about this. So often people feel like it's silent, and so events like this are really important, and they also help us continue to do this. So all of our grief support is available to anyone in the community at no charge, and so every financial gift that is received really makes a direct impact on the lives of those that we serve. And so these will be silent auctioned off at the event, and all of those proceeds will go to continue to fund our grief support programs.
Just looking at the names that these children have given, hope for the hopeless, letting go. You can tell that these programs have been impactful.
Yeah. And this one I think is really, this was created by Sammy, and she's 10, and her dad died. And it's untitled. And I think that also, sometimes there aren't words.
Sure.
And so the artwork, there'll also be national artwork that will be at this event from kids who won awards for their expression of their grief. So the art is another way for them to be able to express those things.
Well, if you cannot make it to the event, and we'll have those details in a moment, you can still help out Unity Hospice with a donation. Call 920-388-1111 or head to unityhospice.org.
If you'd like to attend the Legacy of Hope, it is November 7th at 5:30. It's happening at Backstage at the Meijer. You need to RSVP by October 31st. Here's the number to do that, 338-1111.
Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.